Alrighty, everything looks good. What's crack-lacking, everybody? I'm Milky Seed, and we're doing more Pokemon X and Y, working on the Kalos Living Dex. I've done a lot of it. I walked away from the PC. I was just sitting here by myself, chilling, working on the decks, and I was like, why don't I just stream this and record this, just so I have the footage for it? But I did do a lot of extra things. So here we have the completed box one. I bred some Greninjas up. I found a Diggersby in the Friend Safari. I got a Zigzagoon, and then I got another one and leveled it up to level 30 to evolve it. Then I evolved a Pichu, caught and bred this Masquerain, caught this Crawdon and bred it for a Corphish, caught these two, caught a Magikarp and a Gyarados, caught a Goldeen and a Seaking. And if we go over here, you can see that I evolved some EVs, got the daytime evolution out, and got the nighttime evolution out of the way. Also grabbed the Sylveon because I was obviously going to need it. But I wasn't thinking about it, and I thought I should be doing, at least showing off the Gen 6 Pokemon. But I forgot. I didn't do it at that time. I wasn't thinking. We also got we got these guys. I went to the Frost Cavern and grabbed them for the trade evos. So we have to. I also got a female Machoke, so we got to evolve that to Dami Mommy. I caught a Sandshrew. I don't remember where I found it. I think I found it in the Friend Safari, and I think that's about everything. Mainly, the main thing that took up a lot of time was me just trying to breed. We also have, you know, this thing ready to trade. I don't remember if Duosion is a trade evo. I don't think so. And we have these guys ready to trade. We could find Ducklet's evolution in the Friend Safari, so I'm not too worried about that. But I've been basically going down. Oh yeah, and I hatched a Riolu egg, so that's completely done. And all that's left for me is to go find another Thunderstone, which I have no idea where I could find one in the game. But I just remembered I flew here on the assumption that I was going to go fishing for a Carvanha. But then I remembered we dropped off that Pichu during the main story, completely forgetting about it. So now it's time we go and pick up that Pichu. I was going to do it off camera, but I decided that that would not be very cash money. I walked all the way into the house and everything and was like, whoa, 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 I should be recording this because this is like kind of like one of people's like favorite little things about X and Y. So after you beat the champion, it's a Pokeball with a Pichu inside. There's a letter next to it. Milk began to read the letter. Dear Milk, thanks to the kindness you and your Pichu showed me, I was able to keep smiling until the very end. I apologize that I can't look after Pichu anymore, but I know you'll take care of it. Finally, please take this comment shard as a token of my thanks. There you go. And Pichu rejoined our party. There's Mini Turbo. She's back. And she's going to go back into Kalos Living Dex. So, I don't think I've ever explained it, but if anyone's been following the entirety of the Living Dex series, you know that Pokemon that are being caught from the Kalos region that were introduced in this generation are going to be sent up to Pokemon Home once we finish the Living Dex here. So, obviously, these guys, like here, won't be sent up, but Litleo will because it was introduced in this generation. So, they're all going to be sent to Pokemon Home. And I know last time I used Speed Up, but the only times we will be using Speed Up is when we are going to go on a grind. And I won't it doesn't seem like I really need to grind anything up on levels right now. A lot of times I'll be doing that off camera because that's silly. I know some people don't like it when Let's Players and Nuzlockers use Speed Up, but we don't have all the time in the world. I don't have all the time in the world. And I'm not using it for new catches. I'm using it to, like, we've seen me catch me a Bunnelby. Okay, we don't need to sit there and watch me do another one. Or if I'm just sitting there trying to hatch eggs. You know, I think that's a little silly. Because I'm pretty sure what you guys want to see is me go and get the legendary Pokemon right away. Or try to... The catching, that's what people want to see. Catching the Machokes actually took a really long time. And I did have Speed Up on for that. That took forever. I mean, it's skit. Even with speed up on, it took me almost a half hour to catch them. I was doing that times 3 speed, so that was actually crazy. So at a half hour, times that by 3, it would have took me an hour and a half before I finally got them. Both. That's only because I don't have, like, a false swipe or anything. Even though I can catch a Breloom here, I decided that I was going to just use Pokemon native to the game. Pokemon that if they require to be transferred or traded from another game, I was just not going to do that. There's still a lot we want to do. I do want to do the battle facilities. I've skipped a lot of them. I'm hoping that we can do, what is it called? Mount Battle. Come on, why am I up here? Why did I come to the French Safari? I guess because I was thinking about Pyroar. Because I know he's in the French Safari. Okay. So Pyroar is here, which, what's nice is I could have gotten all the starters this way, but it's going to make it really easy to get the Cantonian starters. So we just want Pyroar from this. I was getting some, like, actual lag. We got a female Pyroar now because, I've mentioned this before, but because Pyroar was introduced in this generation, we have to get its male and female form here. Even though we could get it in Scarlet and Violet, this is when we have to get it. So, like, Venusaur doesn't really... So, like, with Venusaur, we have to go back and play a Kanto game to get its female form. Does that make sense? So, like, any form that's... Hold on. So, and sorry about that. Somebody had to walk in and talk to me. But as I was saying, so because I also want to get the forms, the alternate forms, whether it be male or female, or like with the Floette, it's different colored flowers. I want to also get those in the generation that are introduced in. So here we have the female Pyroar. Which is nice. I don't remember what the female lion is in Lion King. I can't remember. I'm not even going to name it after that. What is it? You know, I'm just going to name it Nata. After the little bitch in Monster Hunter. So now we also need a male one. And because I'm looking at Cerebi right now to kind of like tell me what decks I need to go to. Because it's showing me the male form, that's the one I'm going to put mainly in the decks. I don't know if Growlithe is even in any of the decks. I haven't seen it. I could just catch it to be safe. I don't know if it's like a national dex thing only or what, because with the French Safari it's a little confusing. Oh well, if we come up with it later, we come up with it later. I just need to get the different stones. I know I can get them through super training, which is really annoying. I don't want a Growlithe. I need a male Pyroar. That is what I need. Hold on. I had to clear my throat for a second. I already have you. I don't need your bitches. Ooh. Getting a false swiper would have been nice, but I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Nope, don't want to deal with that nonsense. I just want a male Pyroar. It's another female. God damn it. Come on, buddy. See, this is when I'm like, oh man, I wish I was playing at like 30 times speed. What the hell? What's the gender ratio on this bastard? The male is 12%. Oh, golly. We gonna be here a while. Is that true for Litleo as well? It is. Oh, what the hell? Is my Litleo also a girl then? It is. Ooh, we gonna be here, man. I don't have a box dedicated to forms yet. I do have the one for the floettes. And the full babies. Like, I was gonna make them go down by these three. So I'm just gonna plop it in here for now. Name. Forms. There we go. Flash. Gender. Yeah. I know with Scarlet, I did go out of my way to basically get all the forms for all the Pokemon too, just because, like, I wasn't gonna go for Sinistra. I didn't care about it, but I just happened to find one, so whatever. That was fine. Really, Brixton's in two of these? Yeah, even the default icon is the male Pyroar, which is heckin' crazy. We find it here. We find it here. We find it here. That is not what I need. Need a male line, that's all. What? Again, sorry. Someone had to come in and talk to me. Again. This is why normally I do it late as hell. My wife had to complain to me about one of the dogs throwing up. I'm gonna keep seeing Growlithe. But I need male Pyroar. I forgot I have animations off. But this stream will probably be pretty short because at like 9:30 I have to leave to go get my sister-in-law, and I might leave earlier before that so I can stop at a store and get some drinks for myself because I am a thirsty boy. Speaking of drinks, I don't think I've taken my long-lasting insulin today. Type 1 diabetic, not taking his miracle life-saving medicine. He's trying to die. I'll have to take that right now. Which one is the one that I was using? There it is. Oh, never mind. It's empty. That's so funny. That's so funny. Don't want. I should have gotten the Poke Radar, and you know what? We could have started chaining because that would have been funny. You know what? Should we do that? Should we do that? Should we just see if we can like start a Pyroar chain until we get a female, or till we get a male one? I think we'll do that. I think I killed an ant by accident. It smells like an ant right now. Okay, let me just get out of the... I'm sorry, never mind. Every time I see Brixton's big-ass ears, I think it's going to be a Pyroar, but it is not. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm bleeding. So, because I'm a type 1 diabetic, I actually have to take, like, needles and insulin for my insulin stuff. And they're, like, these, like, cute little pens that shoot into you. But sometimes I bleed afterwards, and it's not fun because I don't bleed a lot, but I bleed enough to, like, leave, like, a mark on it. Oh, shit, I dropped my pen. Sorry. But, yeah, that sucks. It's hurting. You know, it could be fun. Maybe one day in the future we can do we can do glucose checks as like a I don't know how Twitch does like redemption rewards or whatever for the specific like things. Like I know some people, I guess they do it with bits. I have no idea how Twitch works. I am a simple silly man, but that could be really funny. Be like, well, someone redeemed, I don't know, 25 bits. Time to check my blood sugar. An incentive to keep myself healthy. Oh, let's go use the Poke Radar. Because I didn't even grab it. Actually, I think it's this way. I also changed my outfit to be, hella ballin', as I've been calling it. I don't know. It does, every time I change my clothes, it does like a little music twang and music notes fly around me. So I don't know if this is like a special outfit that I'm wearing or whatever. But I do know there's that lady down in the South City where we just were. She would, he would give you something if your outfit is considered stylish. I don't know if my outfit is stylish yet or not. There's someone here who gives the Poke Radar. Is the Poke Radar here? I could be wrong. Where's the Pokeball is just floating? There it is, Poke Radar. Woody? Hi there, Milk. Today's research target is Pidgey. Thanks. What the hell is he talking about? You can do, like, daily tasks for him? That's cool. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm trying to register to the Poke Radar, and my fucking brain is just not working. Register. We're gonna deselect that for now. Alright, let's get the hell out of here and go back to the Friend Safari. Can you even use the radar in the Friend Safari? What I should be doing is working on my X and Nuzlocke video, but instead here I am. I did work on it a little bit. I got to the fossil town, whatever the hell it's called. Not this place. This place. So I got here. And since I got Tyrantrum in this, I'm going to get fucking the sail fossil. I can't remember its name. Amaranth or whatever. I'm gonna get that instead, which I think looks better than Tyrantrum, but I like Tyrantrum more because he's just cool. But I think the other fossil, the sail fossil Pokemon, is really pretty. The dogs are barking. I'm outside playing with my kid. My kid's outside playing with his uncle. Let's see if this counts. I really want to paint a boy wearing a vividly colored hat and sneakers. I want to see a colorful outfit. They want to see a colorful outfit. Well, that's not what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a very dapper outfit, but it's all one color. I don't know what counts as a colorful outfit. Go back to the Poke Radar. No, the Friend Safari, not the Poke Radar. This is yeah. I wish they would bring something like this back, because this is really cool. You can't use the Poke Radar in the Friend Safari? Like, I kind of expected that to be the case. Is it because I haven't encountered something yet? Maybe I have to encounter something first? I have no idea. Hey, Night Owl, what's up? Well, that's not what we need. We don't need a Pyroar. We need a male Pyroar, not a female Pyroar. Does it work now? No. So you can't... So the Poke Radar is absolutely worthless to me right now. No, I see. I could try to breed for a male, but I feel like that would take 50 years. And I really don't want to do that at this moment in time. Growlithe, I don't think I need you, and if I do, I'll go to the route that you're in. You silly Billy. I don't even know if I'm over odds on male Pyroar yet. Just in general, it's a 12% chance. So it's like a 1 in 8. Frick, Sid. I don't want to deal with your bitch ass. I'm watching my son and his uncle jump on the trampoline outside from my window. His birthday just passed. My son, he's 3 years old now. He's a big boy. Can't believe he's 3 already. He's my new alarm clock, basically. Wakes me up every day at like 7:30. I go downstairs, he stays upstairs. Because he doesn't want to leave the bed. I make him breakfast, and that's when he comes downstairs, when there's food. I'm trying to get him into Mario. He knows who Mario is. He was actually watching Super Mario Brothers 3 on the telly earlier. On the telly, I'm talking like an old man. I'm talking about the cartoon that aired in like the 90s. Because I grew up with it, so I said, he's gonna grow up with the exact same crap that I did. Don't need you. My neighbors just pulled in, so my dogs are going absolutely ballistic right now. I can see that one of them is being picked up, the other isn't. That's kind of funny. I didn't grow up with the Zelda cartoon, though. I didn't even know there was a Zelda cartoon until I was a little bit older and saw, like, a combo DVD that had Super Mario Brothers World, I think, and that. It might have been Super Show, but I didn't get it. Instead, I got Sonic Underground and Super Mario Brothers 3 on DVD. Kind of a ripoff because they only had, like, 4 episodes of each one. Was it Sonic Underground or was it The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog? Sad I Am. I don't remember. But I do really like the Zelda cartoon, but it's been a very long time since I've watched it. Jesus Christ. Sonic Underground was the show, along with Mummies Alive. Don't people prefer Sonic, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog? Dude, male Pyroar does not exist. I'm not even looking for it. I'm like... I feel like it's rarer than a shiny. Now, I need to check something, actually. Can female Pyroar survive a cup? I think Sat AM is The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that's just, like, the abbreviation name of it. could look it up real quick. Oh no, there's just... It's called Sonic the Hedgehog. So wait a minute, what's the difference? They're different? I didn't realize they were different. You know what? I did vaguely remember there being 3 Sonic cartoons. One day we were cleaning out my dad's cabinet and he had like... I can't remember what it was, but it was like a can of... I think it was a can of like SpaghettiOs, but it was like supposed to be like Sonic. I remember it being Chef Boyardee, but cartoon American Sonic was on there. And I'm like, dude, what the hell? Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog was really cartoony. Huh. What's funny is I didn't really grow up playing that many Sonic games. Like, I had Sonic Heroes, Sonic Rush. I wouldn't say I grew up with Sonic Generations because that was on 360, so I was in high school when that came out. But I guess that technically counts. I didn't play the Sonic Generations with Shadow. I didn't play that one yet. I see it's going to be for the Switch too, so I might pick it up while I wait for Donkey Kong, honestly. I grew up mostly with Sonic X. Dude, you're right. Oh my god. Sonic X was the shit. That's really how I experienced Sonic. Watching people play it on YouTube and the cartoons and anime. I did watch the OVA. I really like the OVA. I think that might be my favorite piece of animated Sonic. That isn't the intro to Sonic CD. It's because it's got that Toei magic. But yeah, were those the only Sonic games I played? Sonic Heroes and Sonic Rush? Were those the only 2 that I played? Huh. Yeah, I guess so. No, I'm forgetting about Sonic Unleashed on the Wii. I forgot all about that. I played the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed. Did you watch Sonic Prime on Netflix? I did. I haven't seen all of season, I think it's 3 that I left off on. But I'm pretty sure I watched all of season 1 and season 2, and I enjoy it. I've only ever seen clips of Sonic Boom through YouTube Shorts, and I think that's how I'm going to keep it, because I've heard it's really good. Not Sonic Adventure or Sonic Adventure 2, nope. I've only seen playthroughs of them. Hell, I didn't play Sonic Adventure until earlier this year for the first time. I didn't stream it or anything, I was going to play it in my free time. But I fell off pretty quickly. But I really did like it. I did play Sonic Adventure 2 very briefly, but I was at a friend's house, so I didn't count it. Should have played the GameCube version. I don't like the GameCube version of Sonic Adventure DX. I played the... I have the Dreamcast version. I don't own a Dreamcast, but I modded the PC version of Sonic Adventure DX to play like the Dreamcast version, basically. Because the GameCube version, I'm not gonna lie, I think is a bad port. Seeing many playthroughs of the DX version compared to the actual Dreamcast version, it's just, I'm like, I'd rather just play the Dreamcast version. I don't really care about the extra things you can unlock. Although, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle seems like it's the definitive port. It seems like it's definitely better. This is probably just me being like, I have no opinion on my own and I'm just parroting basically what Cybershell says. I wish they would just make a Chow World game, honestly. Because that's why I want to play Sonic Adventure 2. That would be why. I see people saying any version of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is good. But whenever I look up things to see, like, what about Sonic Adventure 1? People it's just universally hands down the Dreamcast version. Just because it has better lighting, it's not as buggy. I don't know what the hell, I don't even know how they messed up a few things here and there when porting it to the GameCube. But I do own the Dreamcast version of Sonic Adventure. I just don't own a Dreamcast. Correction, I don't own a Dreamcast that works, actually. I never played Sonic Colors, but Sonic Colors looks like a good Sonic game. You never had any Sega console? I think the only 2 Sega consoles I've ever had was a Sega Genesis and a Dreamcast. Also, still no male pyro. I'm getting very, very upset. I've been looking for a half hour. But I was mostly Nintendo, always. Ironically enough, even though I don't say I grew up with PlayStation, I had a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and a PlayStation 3 growing up. I didn't get games for them specifically because they weren't... the only games I really liked for my PlayStation 2 was the Ratchet and Clank games and the Jak and Daxter games. I didn't really play Spyro or Crash Bandicoot, like, at all. We had a Spyro game, I just never played it. I don't know why. Not Sly Cooper. I do own Sly Cooper. I think I have Sly Cooper 2, and I really like that game. I always forget that I have it, but its case is somewhere in this room right now. I don't know if the game still works, but I really like that. I never beat it. But I also wasn't a big enough fan to go out and get Sly Cooper because when Christmas or my birthday would roll around, I would want the newest Pokemon, the newest Mario, the newest Zelda, the newest Kirby. And I didn't grow up super rich, so it was like I had to like I could only get like a handful of games. Yeah, they're a 1 in 8 chance, a 12.75 or something like that. But it's like, the hell, I've definitely seen enough Pyroar. I did go back and look at a lot of my game cases. A lot of them are Nintendo Select cases, which means they were after like price drops. There it is. There it is, finally. About freaking time. Now we have to sit here for like 20 minutes throwing a Pokeball. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stream this for. But, because I do have to leave to go get my sister-in-law. But I will be back on with Terry around probably like midnight. I was just sitting here playing it, so I decided to stream it. And my wife was like, yeah, cool. Depending on how she feels tomorrow, we might either do all of XD... No, none of them can learn False Swipe. And I just kind of want to use my team to catch Pokemon, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm making it deliberately harder on myself. Endeavor? Screw you, bro. But, so depending on how she feels tomorrow, we're either going to start, like, pretty early and do Mount Battle in XD for the first time to get our first Johto starter from that game. I gotta do it 3 times. But we're gonna get our first Johto starter, which is probably gonna be Chikorita. And if my wife does not want me to do that... No, she's actually right outside the door. I'm about to go let her in. The neighbors had their dog out, so she was barking. But if my wife does not want me to do that and I have to wait till later on in the day, I'm going to just do maybe the battle facility in X and Y, or I'm going to do Trainer Hill in Fire Red and Leaf Green for shits and giggles. When does the Switch 2 release? It releases at midnight, June 4th going into June 5th. I don't know why I left to go to the Pokemon Center. On the 4th, GameStop is doing a doing pre-ringing, as it's called, at 3 p.m. So you can basically you can basically pay for it then and pick it up at midnight later that day. Which I'm hoping I'm going to be able to go snag one up. The game thinks it's midnight. Kind of funny. We got to go to Route 22, which is there. For Carvana and Sharpedo. I think this will be kind of funny, but I think if I'm able to get my hands on the Switch 2, I won't be able to get Mario Kart World right when it releases. Because literally all of my money is going to the Switch 2, and I have like bills and stuff to pay. So so I'm in like a little tough spot, but it's whatever. I don't know. I don't want to ask any of my friends to loan me money, even though I could pay them back literally within a few days. I feel like a huge piece of shit asking for anything. I don't like handouts. I can't even ask my girl for $1. I feel terrible doing that. But for funsies, I might just stream Pokemon Violet on there. I never got an OLED console, mainly because I didn't see a point in me getting one, since I play all my Switch games docked normally. I don't ever like do anything else. It's always docked. But I might just do a playthrough of Violet for funsies, because I don't have a playthrough on the main on the VOD channel of Violet. It's of Scarlet. But then I do the DLC with Violet. And I've always thought I should go back and like kind of fix that. Bro, I hate fishing in this game. Okay, see, that's why I usually unregister. No! I don't own any of the DLC for my copy of Scarlet or Sword. Sword is actually the only Pokemon game I don't own. Which really irks me. But I own the DLC for both Scarlet and Violet. I don't need Goldeen. Yeah, I have a copy of Shield. Terry has Sword. So when we go into the living decks, he was just gonna trade me the version exclusives. There we go. Bro. In terms of my physical collection, I'm missing Sword, Let's Go Eevee, Shield, both Scarlet and Violet, because a lot of them I did digital. Because I just could not be bothered to go and actually physically own them. Actually, wait, no, I think I have a physical copy of Scarlet because my wife plays it. There it is, there's Carvana. See, I don't know what game I want to start next for the living decks. I'm not sure what I want to do. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Brother-in-law was walking through. I did the Hoenn decks for Emerald. We did Kanto with Fire Red and Leaf Green because I was going to transfer them all the way up into home, and I didn't want to do the virtual console versions of the games. I wanted to do that one specifically because I wanted to play the games that I grew up with. For Johto, we're debating between doing Crystal or Heart Gold and Soul Silver. We're debating between those two. So we're just going through the games and just completing the regional dexes, not the national dexes though. I think I need a new copy of Heart Gold. It's a little messed up. Alright, well, since you said Heart Gold, I'll do Soul Silver and Terry will do Heart Gold. So, when we stream it, you'll only be able to see my screen, but when I upload it to YouTube, you'll also be able to see Terry's side.
Juice me?
No, remember Josh drank it. Okay. You want gummy bears? I don't think we have gummy bears, buddy. Oh, you want the fruit snacks? You gotta ask mommy. You've already had 2 packs, I think. Okay, so we got Carvana and Sharpedo. That was good. That was good. We got them really fast. Dang, kid. Yeah, so I'll do Soul Silver. I really like Gen 2, but I feel like it's not a good game to like stream because there's so many events that take place at specific parts of the day. I don't know if I'm gonna bust out my actual copy or just my kid keeps running in and out. But what was I saying? I forgot, dude. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna play on emulator, if I'm gonna play physically. I might just play on emulator because Terry will most likely also play on emulator, so that means we probably will be messing around with speed up in the post game to get a few things. We have been challenged that when we do play a Johto game, we can only use Johto Pokemon. So that's a fun and interesting challenge. I'm gonna buy that. And the feather accessory. There's no new, like, shirt for me to get here. You saw a copy of Soul Silver at a thrift store? Did you get it? Horses and ponies for the D. That's so stupid. I don't think... I think the only way we can get Golduck is by evolving Psyduck, which we are in the area for a Psyduck. So we just have to catch a Psyduck. He can be found on Route 7 and Route 22. If we go surfing, we can find him at a pretty high level. My copy of Heart Gold works, but I forgot to grab a Pokemon that knows Surf. That's why I went back to the Pokemon Center. But my copy of Heart Gold, I guess the person who had it last did not treat it properly, because I had Soul Silver since I was a youngin', and it crashed when I tried to transfer Pokemon up. And I lost, you know what? Give me cheeseburger. I had lost the Ditto I was transferring up. I was so sad. So if I ever see another copy of Heart Gold for cheap, I'm going to pick it up. I was really worried that my copies of Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum were fake because I had gotten them as a pack for like $50. And they're all, I think they're the PAL versions. But they work. And I was like, oh man, I hope these are legitimate. So I had people check them out for me, and they're like, yeah, they're all legitimate. I'm like, good, I bought them together for $50. They're like, excuse me, you did what? How'd you find them that cheap? I'm like, I was just on Amazon, bro. I'm very particular. I know how to spot the fake games now. Black and white. The black and white games are the easiest ones to tell because a lot of the times when they make the card, they don't put the infrared sensor on the top. So you just look for that. And if they don't show you the back, I'm like, yeah, I don't care. We also need to have waterfall. There's a Psyduck. But I wanted to keep surfing because there could be cool stuff here. I can't remember if it's my Sapphire or my Ruby also is like that. It's really finicky and doesn't want to boot a lot of the time. Heart Gold and Soul Silver don't have an infrared, but a lot of the times they use a gray cart. Here, I have my carts right here. They use a gray cart when they're supposed to be a black cart. You can tell if you line up like your Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum like right next to them, you can see the difference right away. They use a really dark black cart. So a lot of times they just don't put it in a black cart. Now, the real thing is, now since we're doing Heart Gold and Soul Silver for the living decks, me and Terry will probably go back to Crystal at some point, specifically to... Ooh, my stomach. Specifically to do a some sort of challenge for them. Because that's what we kind of agreed on. That any games that we don't, like, necessarily play for the living decks, we'll do some sort of challenge run for. But we're already kind of doing that with the main games, but, you know. Like with Pokemon Yellow, we might make that... We might do Red and Blue instead and do, like, a Soul Link or something. With Crystal, probably the same deal. That's what we're planning to do with Oras, because we told you that. That's what our kind of, like, plan is. Chrono Trigger for the DS on Amazon is over $200. Damn! Well, aren't I fucking lucky? I have that bitch in its case right now. Is this where you go to catch Mewtwo? Is that where I'm headed? Because I actually don't know where the cave is at all. Because you need Waterfall. So it is locked until almost the post game. Cheeseburger wants to learn Rain Dance? Absolutely, Cheeseburger can learn... No, you got Aqua Wing. That's right. Are we about to just go and catch fucking Mewtwo right now? For, like, no reason? My Mewtwo for the Origin Dex was caught in Fire Red with the Master Ball. Because I thought it would be funny. Chamber of Emptiness. No, I guess you don't find Mewtwo here. You know what? He's not in the Central Dex, I think. So, is that really all that's here? Hold on. Chamber of Emptiness. Pokemon. It doesn't matter what Pokemon. It says there's a... says that there is a Megastone here. It is continuously empty. But there is a Megastone here. Where? What is this? Why does this look wrong? Do I stand in the water? It says top of the cave, but I don't see it. Between 8 and 8:59 p.m. Okay. Alright. Sure, whatever you say, game. What time does my game think it is right now? It thinks it's 1 in the morning. Hold on. Hold on, we can fix this. I just have to save. I just have to change the date and time. Is this illegal? Maybe. You bitch. Okay. So now, if we save, soft reset. This is also kind of how I grind for berries in this game. I just changed the date. Okay, I might have accidentally changed it to morning. Hold on. Because that should have been saying 20. Yeah, I changed it to morning like a fucking idiot. How? Yeah? My computer does not want to change the time for some reason. What, babe?
I was just...
Mm-hmm.
Really no.
It won't let me change the time. What the fuck?
Really no, but I love Ben 10. Josh was like,
Okay, I think I got it.
And he was like, yeah, Ben 10 is awesome.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's stinking cute. That's like when he was out here with me earlier, and he's like, "Oh, what are you playing?" I'm like, "I'm playing Pokemon." He's like, "Oh, I love Pokemon." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." There we go. Now we've changed the time. Ben 10 for the win. That's right.
You have no... It was culture.
They lied to me. And now I cannot see the fucking time because there's an ad in the way. Is that between... Oh, you know what? My Mega Ring isn't fucking upgraded. I need the Mega Ring to be upgraded. I haven't done that yet. Oh, that was a big waste of time. Wow. Wow, I'm an idiot. We can use Waterfall here. Well, I just played with the time for absolutely no reason at all. Ooh, item. Echo plate. Hey, that's pretty good. Real quick though, I want to look up where I can find a Thunderstone because I think I know what I want to do real quick. So let's get the hell out of here. We do have not psychic now. We're just gonna go here real quick. Locations, let's see. There's one on Route 10, one on Route 11. There's a couple of them actually. We could just grind. We could just grind goddamn super trading, but I don't want to do that. One on Route 10. Okay, here's Route 10. That's probably where I found the first one. So I'm going to assume Route... No, I found the one... Did I find the one right above Geosinge Town? I don't remember. I remember finding some sort of stone where all the rocks are before the Cycle City, which is Route 10. But we're going to do the evolutions real quick. Just because I was thinking about it. Let's just do them. Because earlier today I did Umbreon, Espeon, and not Jolteon, Sylveon. Have you caught Mewtwo yet? No. We thought we were about to catch a Mewtwo. So it says that there's one on this route. I just like how the berries look in this game. They're so aesthetically pleasing. But this route is super short, so I don't know where it would be. Did I have to come back later for something? Like maybe I got stopped? No, this is just a Sky Trainer battle. Maybe I just didn't... hold on. Where is it? Deselect. Itch. Holy shit, a Hariyama. Well, that's surprising. We need that. We're here, might as well. I'm gonna look up like an item map. If you don't get in the ball, you son of a bitch. Oh my god, I love Bulbapedia. I love when it freaks the fuck out when you try to do anything. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, we got it. I didn't realize we got Sumo Jumo. Yeah, Night Owl, what you said earlier about doing the origins, we did Emerald, and it's kind of funny because we did Coliseum and XD, and because we did all of Coliseum, which we also did Mount Battle, we got the Jirachi, and we also did the Celebi. We did a lot of cool stuff for those games, and we didn't do all the events. Can you put that away? It says it's hidden like right here. There we go. We didn't do Naval Rock or anything like that. I was planning on doing them in Fire Red at some point. I just never got around to doing it. Cause I'm lazy. We did, I believe the 2 events that we did was the Eon ticket to get the other Lottie that you don't get in Emerald. And we did... Bitch, I didn't mean to do that. We did the Deoxys event. Let's grab all the EVs. I haven't come up for nicknames for them yet, but we will later. Okay, let's start evolving the Eevee. I don't have all the Mega Stones. We need to get all the Mega Stones. what? Eevee's evolving. I also found out that you can get Venusaurite and Blastoise, the Blastoise in your game by just buying a bunch of the stones in the shop in Lumios and then talking to somebody in there. They'll offer you one of them a day. Jolteon! My leaf green catcher. Other things I'm going to stream from Fire Red is the 1% Dragonair in the Safari Zone. No, you're not learning anything. Stop it. I freaking love Eevee, dude. I want a new evolution so bad. I want it to be either Ghost or Flying. I know a lot of people want a Dragon evolution, but I really want a Ghost Eevee. I just want an Eevee that could easily learn Fly. I want an evolution with wings. And like I feel like you can do that with a Ghost Eevee, and you can do that with a Dragon Eevee. Can you use a Leaf Zone in this generation? No, nope. You gotta go find the Mossy Rock, which is okay. I wish they just wouldn't lock them to the post game. Or almost to the end of your adventure. You like a ground or steel type? Dude, true. Like, if they do make a steel Eevee, I'd want them to make it kind of robotic. And not just, it's a dog but metal. Ooh, poison is really good. You're right. Night Owl, why are you cooking right now? Chef Ramsay over there. Holy shit. Basically, just give me a new evolution. Is what I'm asking for. Well, that's more evolutions down. Just in case we see a Pokemon that we could use. I don't think we need Cheeseburger to get to the rocks. So we're just gonna put Cheeseburger away for now and bring the Psyduck with us. Look at that. That is gorgeous. A poison type Eevee would be perfect. It'd be really cool if they made it like a sludgy kind of like an evolution. Instead of it just being dog but purple or whatever. I want them to get creative with the designs. Like, I think Sylveon is a really good design for Eevee. But I feel like we got enough of the dog. It could be a support type. A support type, you say? Give it Poison Heal so you can put Black Sludge on it. It is still disgusting that Espeon and Sylveon, the two pink evolutions, are still some of the strongest evolutions on the planet. They're scarily good. Oh, the egg's finally hatching. Like, give me Sludge Dog. Or fish. Oh, it's a girl. Little pinch. What about Leafeon or Glaceon? I know that they're fine in casual playthroughs. Leafeon's got good bulk. Glaceon is not good because it's pure ice type, and pure ice type is just bad. Because it dies to basically everything in existence. But design-wise, I like both of them. I think they're both really cute. I think all the evolutions are good designs. I don't remember where the rock is in this place. Well, it's definitely not here. But I found some dog shit. They could buff ice. They really could. The ice type as a whole needs a buff. Or they just need to make better Pokemon that are ice type. I just don't understand why they want to make ice type this, like, how can they buff it? Well, the problem is that they want to make ice types these, kind of like fast hitters. You're ground type. I don't know what I'm doing here. But I don't know what they're doing with ice type. Let me look at Glaceon's stats real quick. That's what I should be doing. Base stats. So like it's got high special attack, but then and high special defense. The problem is that like and regular defense, it's like they want to make these Pokemon. I have this thing. I'm not trying to catch it. I have this thing. Ice is weak to fire, fighting, rock, and steel. And the only type it resists is itself. That's why it's not good, because they want to make it defensive, but it doesn't, it has no resistances. So it gets murked on by everything. I think that's the problem. Like, let's look up Mamoswine. Now, Mamoswine is really good in a randomizer, especially if you randomize abilities and it gets huge power. So, Mamoswine, he has okay defenses. 80 defense, 60 special defense. The problem is that a lot of ice types are also very slow. They're very slow. Like, 80 speed is not great. I feel like ice should resist water. I feel like ice and water should resist each other. But they don't. Ice is a good coverage move. Like, having an ice-type move is good coverage. Because you could check dragons, you can check grass pretty easily. Two things that are basically major threats to you. The issue is having a pure ice type or having ice as a secondary typing usually doesn't work out very well. And that's because like there is an overabundance. Here's the main problem. Ice's biggest weakness to themselves is fucking let me make sure, is Brick Break. Brick Break itself, because so many Pokemon can learn it and it's such a good fighting move. So many Pokemon have it. Do we have an ice fighting type? Ice fighting. I think we do. We don't. I don't think we do. I thought Crabominable was one. But I'm just seeing Ice Psychic, Water Ice, Electric Ice, Ice Psychic. There, yeah, Crabominable. Ice fighting. But again, he gets checked by his own type, fighting. Because Brick Break is just so powerful. Like, and then you have, and like any other type gets checked by it. Like you said, if it resisted poison, like you said, Smoochum would actually be really good, but it's Ice Psychic, so it takes double damage from Fire, Bug, Rock, Ghost, Dark, and Steel. That's an insane amount of things it gets checked by. I said Smoochum, but, you know, there's also, you know, Jinx. So there is, like, no good, like, way to really cover Ice's weakness with any other type. Yeah, not even like Ice Dragon is really that good. Is Ice Bug even good? No, that makes you 4 times weak to Rock. Doesn't it? It does. Like, because Ice by itself is weak to so much. Why is there... When did he put that on my chair? Because Ice is weak to so much, it's really a hindrance on anything that would... Of course, I don't have anything that has Surf. Really just a hindrance. Oh, good thing we have these guys. Like, for a long while, I said grass was one of the worst typings. But as time has gone on, I've come to like and understand how grass does work very well. And it's supposed to be one of the kind of like beginner types, if that makes sense. I don't know, like I want ice to be good, but every time I'm looking at these different type combos, like what about ice water? Is that even that good? It's immune to water? No, that's because he's got water too. Takes half damage. Like just adding water makes you weak to electric, grass, fighting, and rock. And like electric and grass moves are plentiful. They're everywhere. And a lot of Pokemon can just learn different moves like that. But I was looking at Dracovish specifically. If we take a look at Iron Bundle, Water Ice type Paradox Pokemon, his base stat total is 570. He's got really good regular defense. It's 114, but his special defense is only 60, and guess what? He's weak to electric. Mostly special moves. Dude is kind of fucked. With an HP stat of only 56. Ice Ghost, I think Frost... We can look at Frostlass. I think Frostlass is Ice Ghost. Yeah, she's Ice Ghost. She's immune to normal and fighting, which gets rid of the Brick Break immunity, and she's takes half damage from ice, poison, and bug. But she is weak to fire, rock, ghost, dark, and steel. And everything learns bite, and basically everything learns bite and crunch. And ghost, there's a shocking amount of Pokemon that can learn Shadow Ball. And Frostlass is frail. Its base stats total is only 480, and its special defense is 70, its regular defense is 70, so dark, again, crunch, and bite can literally wall you out. A perfect example, I did use a Frostlass on the playthrough of Sword and Shield that I did with Terry, which is up on the VOD channel. And my Frostlass, while the ice moves it had did basically wall any dragon because of how fast it was, 110 speed, it wasn't like the best performer on my team, and like easily I get walled by like anything that had a dark move. Okay, so Hisuian Avalugg. Hisuian Avalugg is very interesting in terms of how its stats are. It's 514. But it's rock, not ground. And its regular defense is 184. So, it's not terrible. Oh, I accidentally closed it. Oh, well. But it's got really low special defense. So, like, it gets hit by, like, I don't know, even like a regular fire move. Even though it would resist... What? It looked up Glacier Pokemon X and Y? No, I was typing in Glaceon, you fucking idiot, because I'm confused, and I don't know why it's not letting me evolve my Eevee. Yes, evolve Eevee. No. Level! It's got a level here? So it'll still take a Brick Break. Yeah, it'll still take a Brick Break, or even a Focus Miss. It just sucks. Like, Ice, even though it has a lot of really cool Pokemon, like, it's got some of my favorite Pokemon designs, honestly. It's just not good. Oh! Again, perfect example of a good designed Ice-type Pokemon. These motherfuckers, I love them. They'll probably die to a Parabolic Charge. I fucking love Cubchews. I love bears, little bears. We just need one of the Eevees to level up. I think I'll take a female one. No, the fainting animation. I feel so bad that I have to take them all out like this. The poor little bears. I also really like Cubchoo Shiny. I got the whole shiny lineup in Scarlet and Violet. But I need to get one in black and white. Thunder Wave. Get in the ball. But as a move, they can be really good. Because it's a good coverage move. Being able to check grass types and dragons easily is very nice. And in Gen 1, a 30% chance of freeze with Blizzard is crazy. But this is Pokemon, and the beautiful thing about Pokemon is you can use whatever team you want and probably get through the game if you don't put too many restrictions on yourself. Like, if I did a hardcore Little Lock of this game, I could see that being very hard. Hell, years ago, I did a Little Lock of Yellow. That shit was so fucking hard. Ice Beam on Swampert goes fucking crazy. It's actually really good. I'm pretty sure my Swampert and my Emerald playthrough had Ice Beam just to check any dragon types I'd have to deal with. I didn't realize it was level up at the rock. I thought you just had to interact with it for some reason. Glaceon! Like, see, that is a good design. It's so stinking cute. Yeah, I know. The same goes for the Moss Rock. I was about to say, if it's not gonna let me stop the fucking rock, or the evolution, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh no, I just realized I need a Rhyhorn. Yeah, because even with, because like, you can't stop, what's it called? My brain's not working. You can't stop trade evolutions as far as I'm aware, at least in Gen 3. And if you trade, you could stop trade evos with the Everstone, except for Kadabra, and I think that's true even in the newer gens, that you can't stop Kadabra from evolving even with an Everstone when you trade it. They really should just make the link cable like a permanent item. This is not where I need to go. I did care, I wasn't thinking. Because I need one to evolve into Leafeon. And if it wasn't letting me gonna have a Leafeon, I did not want to breed another Eevee. I mean, God damn it, I did it again. I do have another Eevee, but I didn't want to have to use it for the Living Dex. Because it's from my X file. Now we just have to find the mossy rock in here. Oh, hello. Yo, let's go. Again, I don't mind weird evolutions in Pokemon. Like, I like a lot of the ones that require a location, but I think they should make it so that they should... Oh, it's right here. Yeah, with Haunter holding an Everstone to Gen 4 trade. Hell yeah, that's fucking hilarious now. They fixed it in Gen 9, but that's still kind of funny. What they should do is, if they don't want to add a link cable like item, they could introduce like an NPC that will touch trade you. So like, or you have to give them an item like, oh, I want this Pokemon for my Dex. Give me that and I'll touch trade you. The Inkay one is absolutely silly. Oh god, I need to do that for this Dex. Inkay, is Inkay this? Like, was it introduced in this? It is a Gen 6 Pokemon. Oh, shit. Which reminds me, how are you going to evolve it? I might have to do it off camera. Or I might or if I have the time. Not right now, but I can transfer the save to my 3DS. Which is how I plan on transferring up the Kalos Pokemon to... So I might just have to do a stream where I play on my 3DS the whole time. Which I'm not against. I've been wanting to do that. The only reason why I haven't is because me and Terry have been meaning to trade. There is a way to do it. Because I've seen it on Reddit where you have to like map a button to the gyro controls or something like that, maybe your mouse. Galarian Yamask is one that I don't think I would have ever figured out by myself without like an NPC giving me the biggest of hints. Is this a horde? What the fuck? I can only pick one. But the Sudowoodo. I forgot about this. Hold on, I gotta look up what's more rare. I'm pretty sure the Sudowoodo is more rare though. You can find one on Route 20. That's weird. They don't have it listed here for this area. What? That's crazy. They don't have this area listed. How rare is he? That's just what I need to know. How rare is this motherfucker? Okay, no, he's pretty common. The Sudowoodo is the rare thing. No, let's not target the Sudowoodo. That's pretty funny. That's hilarious. I love that. Ow. I'm getting hurt. See, if they weren't like level 25, they were like 40, I would go for a parabolic charge. You know what? I think that's how I know about this encounter. I think I remember seeing a shiny hunt specifically for that Sudowoodo. If it was shiny, that would go fucking crazy, though. I have to be very particular about which one I'm picking, because if I select the empty space, there's a chance it'll target the Sudowoodo. This is a pretty lucky encounter, not gonna lie. Not Zen Headbutt, like one of the only physical psychic moves. That and Psychic Fangs. I don't know, I think it might be fun to go back and revisit Violet when the Switch 2 drops. Don't know if I'll do some sort of like theme with it, I don't know. We might. Maybe I'll stream a shiny badge quest for it. That's the shiny hunting streams always seem to be really fun and people seem to really like them. Problem is I don't upload them to YouTube. Hopefully the frames will be better. See, that's the thing I'm worried about. Because the main thing that they're doing is they're upgrading the amount of Pokemon that you can see at a time. I'm like, why would they do that? I wouldn't want that. Like, as a shiny hunter, that'd be fine. The shiny hunter in me says that's good, but the person who plays the game is thinking, isn't that going to be more taxing? Because when a lot of Pokemon spawn on the Switch, it lags. And it's also supposed to be a slight graphical upgrade as well, which I don't even know why. I don't know. I'm just hoping that it runs better, but I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. What they should do is they should just patch the original game to make sure that way the ocean that's under the entirety of Paldea at all times, that's always rendered, just not make it rendered when they're not close to the fucking ocean. I don't get why they did that. Like, even when I'm, this sounds so pretentious, but like when I'm programming my game, I make it a specific point to where if the player is far away from something I know that they can't interact with and that they can't see, I just basically have that thing invisible and turned off. So it's not causing extra strain on like the computer. Because like I'm making like a stupid gay-ass Earthbound like RPG, right? So when the player isn't close enough to any enemies that they can encounter, they're not rendered anymore. They're not moving around off camera or anything. They're gone. They're not doing anything. I still find it funny that when you catch a flying type Pokemon or a Pokemon that's floating, the Pokeball is also floating. I mean, that makes sense because the Pokeball literally hovers in the air when it catches them in the anime. And I've always thought that they could just fly. Why'd I name it Treebert? It's a girl. Alright, here we go. We got the Leafeon. My wife is going through it. It's the time of the month for her, and it's rough. Evolutions are done! I just smacked a bag that's hanging above me. Holy shit. Got all my medicine. It's got like my medicine accessories. It looks like it did not try to automatically learn Leaf Blade. No, this is a terrible, terrible moveset. Okay, let's go put all these guys away. I'm glad they put the multi-rock right there. Oh, this is Route 20. I'm an idiot. Well, apparently, Trevenant is very common, so we will see him again. Gen 6 is what I like to call the transitional generation. Like, Gen 7 is when they really started giving us all the quality of life features, like them learning basically all of their moves when they evolve, if they're a later level. Except for things like Spore. Like, there's a lot of quality of life in that. PC Anywhere is super nice. Even though I do think it is super nice. I thought it would break the game, but honestly, it doesn't. It does not break the game as hard as I thought it would. When I played, whatchamacallit? Sword and Shield. I think the Diamond Dust appears there. It should. When do you evolve? Do you evolve at level 30? Because I would like to knock you out. Get you out of the way. 33, bastard. So what is after I accidentally closed the decks? Shit. So what is before Riolu? Far-fetched. Okay. That's right, I knew there was a Pokemon I was forgetting the breed for the longest time. It's Farfetch'd. Where's the bastard? There he is. Quacklin. What did I see earlier that I was like, I need to trade that? Probably in box 30. No, I don't. I don't see anything. Shit. We got these guys ready to trade. We got the Onyx with the metal coat ready to trade. We got the 2 version exclusives ready to trade. Oh, rock and roller. Fuck. Oh well. Problem is I kind of have to leave soonish. Go get my sister-in-law, and then I'll probably be back on around midnight. So I might catch another rock and roller, evolve it into Boldor, and get that boy ready for trade. I really like NPC trades. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're fun. Getting all the Flabébés, getting all the Floettes, and getting all the Florgas is going to take the longest amount of time, probably. Getting all the Vivillon. I'm gonna do that in my free time because it would just be me starting a new game, getting a Scatterbug, trading it, and leveling it up. And I don't think you'd want to see me get all the Vivillon forms. I feel like that'd be far too long. Originally, when me and Terry were going to do this, we counted alternate forms as just being, we can get them in any game. The easiest way to get them is through Pokemon Go. That's the most convenient way, but it's also, I guess, not the easiest. Pokeball Pavilion is, I think, permanently available now in some way. I can't remember how you get it, but I think it's permanently available. It's either, but the other event one, because we're playing on Pokemon X, and I have I have a hacked 3DS, I can trigger the game into thinking I have the events. Is that legal? It's going to be my reward for completing the deck, so I have to complete the Gallows decks first before I start triggering the events like Diancie, Hoopa, Volcanion. That's my opinion. I've always been under the... If a Pokemon is basically event exclusive, you're allowed to do whatever you want. You're allowed to cheat the event Pokemon in, or whatever. I don't care. Because I feel like that's fair. I personally make sure that my reward for doing it is completing at least the regional decks. That's what I did with Mew. That's what I did with Jirachi. And technically I do have Celebi, but it was a legal way of getting it. Because I had to complete Pokemon Coliseum all over again in Japanese. I got the Ho-Oh. And I had to purify all the Shadow Pokemon again. So that was a doozy. That was a doozy. For me to get that. And going through the game without really being able to read most of the text was not fun. I didn't check to see what Floettes we have. I think the one that we're missing is... Are we missing blue? No, I'm pretty sure I got blue Floette. Or Flabébé. Okay. So the one that I lined up in here, where is Flabébé? Flabébé, where the fuck are you? Oh, you know what? I don't think I sat down and did that yet. I didn't organize my boxes completely. So we have yellow Flabébé, the blue Flabébé, and the orange Flabébé. So we need red Flabébé. And the 1% white Flabébé. And we need... I believe we can catch Floette somewhere, so I'm not too worried about that. But we need to go find somewhere that has red flowers. Route 4. Okay. That's right. Well, I can't fly here. What am I doing? Let me just double check and make sure I can... So the only way you can get Florgas is by evolving Floette, but I'm pretty sure you can get Floette from the Friend Savari. The other thing is AZ's Floette. I'm probably gonna hack into the game because I think it'd be really cool to show that off at some point. Just like to show it off. Obviously, you can't transfer it or anything, but I think it'd be really cool to see AZ's Floette. Because it's got unique stats and all that. Oh, excuse me. I could, if the Flabebe or the Floette in the Friend Safari is set to one color always, I could always breed the. I believe we can breed the Flabebes down. Because they are in an egg group, right? Yeah, they're in an egg group. So now we just have to sit here. We're going to look for the red flower. The white flower is stupidly rare, though. Can they be hordes here? No, they can't. Alright, there's the red Flabebe. Easy. Honestly, even though I didn't play with any speed up, I feel like I got a lot done in this like short hour and a half. Fuck you. That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. I also really like I really like Floette. I think Floette's design is absolutely perfect for a fairy Pokemon. And I think it's funny that everybody confuses it for a grass type. I don't know which one would be considered the original like color. I think it's yellow. But in this they put it in a oh, I can always look at the sprite in the Pokedex. Whichever one they put there is the one I'm probably gonna put in the Dex itself. Yeah, look at all these Pokemon I still need to catch, and this is only the first Dex. Oh, I put the yellow here, but I put the blue here. And is that because this is the only one I've seen? Probably because it's the only one I've seen. Well, which one's the first one they put here? Well, if I put blue here, it gets reflected in the sprite. Huh, that's cool and everything, but the only reason why I put the yellow one there is because I feel like the yellow one would be the default. Because it's got the most flowers. You see yellow flowers like everywhere. You don't see as many red flowers or blue flowers or purple flowers. I felt like the yellows should be the default. I think I got all the forms for this in Scarlet and Violet. But might as well get them again. Why is my porch light on? Cat running out there? Little demon. Ah! Damn. I'm pretty sure this is the only way to get well, to be fair, white flower Flabebe is literally basically everywhere you can find Flabebe. And I do have a white Flabebe in my X file, so I might just transfer that. I might just trade that over. Oh, there's Combi here too, which is great because we need female Combi. Probably when Terry gets on, I'll do like some of the post-game stuff. Like, we gotta do one run of the battle facility to unlock the battle with Serena. The final battle with her. Where she uses a Mega Absol. Then we go back to Alistar City. And talk to the professor there, and he'll upgrade our Mega Ring. So that we can start finding the Mega Pokemon. Female Combi. Yep. Oh wait, is the gender difference in this game? I sure hope so. I didn't just pass on it, did I? Oh no, it's in this game. Okay. Whoa. Oh, aren't they like locked behind a honey tree in those games too? Yeah, females have the red mark. I got a shiny female Combi from Pokemon Go. It's in one of my Scarlet and Violet games, and I wanted to use it for something I called the Hive Lock, where I use 1 Vespiquen and then 5 male Combis. They are locked behind the honey trees. Ew! And then you gotta look for a female. Ew! That's terrible. Can't wait to do that, Dex. Getting munched. Oh my god, I'm not looking forward to getting Munchlax. You should do a bug playthrough. Maybe, maybe when I figure out what kind of theme I want to do for Violet again. I'll figure out something to do with Violet. Maybe I'll do a mono type. Maybe I'll do another ghost playthrough because I really like ghost types. Trade myself an egg. That's that holds a ghost that I'll use for the whole game. Screw you. Run. 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 Is this the only way to get... Yep. This is the only way. Where some people use the Pokemons of some of the anime characters. That's interesting, but for Scarlet and Violet, since that's not done yet... Oh, I could just use someone else. You're right, I could just use, like, a different character's team. I don't know, I've always wanted to do, like, a dog playthrough of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Dog, cat. Yo! 1%! Let's go! That goes fucking crazy! That is all the Pokemon available are there. Yeah, that's true. I don't know, I've really come around to liking themed playthroughs. Or mono-type playthroughs. They're fun. Hell yeah, we got the white. I'm just gonna name it white. Don't care. I've named all the Flebays after color except for the one orange. Alright, that worked out great. Maybe I'll do Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but I can only use Unova Pokemon. You go there. You go there. It's got Pokerus. What? What? When did I get this? Who had it? That's fucking crazy. That's a 1 in 21,845 chance. I might have to check the tapes. I don't know when I got that. I guess I can kind of figure out who got it by just looking at what we've put in here. Because everyone here has it because they were all in the party. Let's go look at the EVs. Did one of my EVs have it? None of them have it. The Pseudorudo doesn't have it. The Jigglypuff doesn't have it. None of my original team has it. That's... No, none of the things that I caught today have it. That doesn't have it. We're narrowing this down. The Corphish doesn't have it. And the Corphish was in our party for a little bit. I think... It must have been the Flabébés. Because, like, everything here does not have it. So you mean to tell me that the 1% Flabébé, not the 1%, I'm sorry, the red Flabébé had it. Because white doesn't have it. Yo, that's so fucking crazy. This is the first time I've ever gotten Pokerus. Alright. Well, I gotta get ready to go get my sister-in-law. What a way to end this for now. I'll probably be back on later tonight with Terry. Wow. That's crazy. But thanks for hanging out with me, Night Owl. I'll see you on the flip side. Take care of yourself. What the hell, Pokerus?